The latest coronavirus numbers show the huge challenge facing President Biden on the pandemic. Yesterday, U.S. officials reported another 4,200 deaths, so that brought the official death toll to more than 406,000 people. That's 1 year to the day since we learned of the first COVID-19 infection in this country. Think about that for just a second. So efforts to slow the spread are starting to hit a wall, with some states running out of vaccine doses. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, is in East Lansing, Michigan, with more on this story.
Good morning. We are at Michigan State University. This is where they do livestock shows and rodeos. But 3 times a week, they drive people through to get them vaccinated. They'd like to add a 4th and 5th day, but they don't have enough vaccines to do that. And that is not only the story here, but it's the story in other places around the country, with officials saying, we've got the people, we've got the logistics ironed out, just send us more doses. As vaccination sites get bigger and busier around the U.S., more elected officials are saying the same thing to the federal government.
Double, triple what you're sending us. We're ready to provide the vaccines.
That's the Detroit Mayor, Mike Duggan. He says he has the full capability to get his city fully vaccinated in 3 months, but he's just not getting enough vaccine to do it.
We've got the convention parking structure where we could handle 25,000 vaccinations a week. And right now we're scheduling 6,000. We have Pfizer right up the street in Kalamazoo, and they tell us they've got vaccines the federal government hasn't purchased, but their agreement will let them sell them to the states.
So far, only 22 states and the District of Columbia have used more than half of the doses they've received. But remember, both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines require 2 shots. And to make sure they have that second shot set aside, some officials are halting new vaccinations. That's exactly what happened at Baptist Health in Miami. They canceled all appointments for their first vaccinations because their expected allocation did not arrive this week. In San Francisco, officials say they're going to run out of doses today. In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio says they have the capacity to vaccinate 300,000 people a week. But they're going to begin to run out of doses today, too.
We've had to tell 23,000 New Yorkers who had an appointment this week that they will not be able to get that appointment for lack of supply.
Rivka Press-Schwartz was one of those who lost her appointment. Schwartz is a high school administrator in the Bronx.
It creates anxiety and maybe even a little bit of a sense of panic. I don't quite understand scheduling appointments for which you didn't have doses.
Fair point. Listen, regarding what the mayor of Detroit said about Pfizer being right up the road and having more vaccines that they haven't sold to the federal government so they could sell to states like Michigan, Pfizer told CBS News they'd be more than happy to do it, but they need the federal government to give the approval to do so. The Biden administration says next month they will start shipping vaccines directly to community pharmacies around the country, and that should make a big difference. Anthony.
It's been so frustrating, David. Thank you.